Hello, fabulous listeners. It's February 25th, 2026, and welcome to the Gaily News, where we serve the facts fierce and unfiltered. I'm your host, Elliot Bright. Today, we're mourning the tragic death of Julien Emmanuel Cruz in Orlando, unpacking Trump's latest trans-bashing rant in his State of the Union, calling out Gavin Newsom's culturally normal slip that's got LGBTQ plus lawmakers fired up, celebrating the Medal Hall of LGBTQ plus athletes at the Milano Winter Olympics, and slamming Senegal's push for harsher anti-LGBT laws. Let's roll. First, a gut-wrenching loss in Orlando. Julien Emmanuel Cruz, a 33-year-old gay man, was fatally shot early Sunday, February 22nd, outside the Savoy LGBTQ plus nightclub after stepping in to break up a fight involving his partner and two men from a passing car. Police say the verbal clash turned physical on the sidewalk in the 1900 block of North Orange Avenue, leading to Cruz being gunned down around 2:30 a.m. He was rushed to a hospital but succumbed to his injuries. Jean-Gabriel Borja Gil de la Madre, 37, was arrested that day and charged with second-degree murder with a firearm after fleeing the scene. Cruz's father, Anthony Cruz, told reporters his son didn't deserve this and was supposed to bury him, not the other way around. A small memorial has sprung up across from Savoy, where owner Joshua Cooper called Cruz a great kid and noted the heartbreak rippling through the gay community. In a city scarred by pulse, this senseless violence is a stark reminder. Our safe spaces aren't safe enough yet, and justice better come swift for Julien. Next, Trump couldn't resist his favorite boogeyman during last night's State of the Union on February 24th in Washington, D.C., targeting trans teens with a call to ban gender-affirming care for minors nationwide, and praising anti-LGBTQ plus leader Tony Perkins of the Family Research Council. He spotlighted a D-trans Christian student as a guest, claiming trans care is child abuse, and pushing for a law to protect kids from it. The Human Rights Campaign slammed it as dangerous scapegoating that endangers lives, especially with over 500 anti-trans bills already flooding states this year. Classic Trump, using the biggest stage to punch down at vulnerable kids while ignoring real issues like healthcare costs or gun violence. Our community knows better. Trans rights aren't up for debate, and neither is basic decency. Shifting to California drama. Governor Gavin Newsom is catching flack from LGBTQ plus lawmakers during his book tour for saying Democrats need to be more culturally normal in a February 24th interview, implying the party went too far on issues like trans rights. The California Legislative LGBTQ caucus fired back in a statement, calling it language straight from MAGA extremists who want to roll back our gains. Newsom's office defended him as a staunch ally, but critics aren't buying it, especially after his past vetoes on trans youth bills. When even your own side calls you out for sounding like the other team, it's time to check your script, Gavin. Equality isn't abnormal, it's overdue. For some international shine, LGBTQ plus athletes racked up an impressive medal count at the Milano Winter Olympics, which wrapped on February 23rd, with 48 out competitors, a record for the Winter Games, hauling in 11 medals total for Team LGBTQ. Highlights include Breezy Johnson from the U.S. taking gold in freestyle skiing women's big air on February 18th. Amber Glenn, also U.S., snagging gold in figure skating women's singles on February 7th. Mathilde Gramade of Switzerland grabbing gold in freestyle skiing women's slopestyle on February 15th. Guillaume Cizeron from France earning gold in figure skating ice dance on February 12th. Bruce Mowat of the UK with silver in curling men's team on February 22nd, and Elise Lundholm from Sweden making history as the first publicly trans skier, though medalless in moguls on February 8th. These trailblazers didn't just compete, they owned the podium, proving queer excellence thrives even when the world tries to ice us out. Milano, you set the bar high. Now let's keep that momentum going. Finally, a chilling move from Senegal. Prime Minister Ousmane Sonko announced on February 24th in Dakar a new bill to double prison terms for acts against nature, ramping up penalties for same-sex relations to 5 to 10 years. This comes amid a wave of arrests and violence against LGBTQ plus folks in the West African nation, where homosexuality is already criminalized. Human Rights Watch condemned it as a major setback that will fuel more abuse, while local activists fear it could drive people underground or out of the country. When leaders prioritize hate over human rights, it's not protection, it's persecution. Senegal's queer community deserves better than being treated like criminals for existing. That's your Gaily News for February 25th, 2026. Keep owning your stories, lovelies. Stay fabulous, stay fighting. This is Elliot Bright, signing off.